season. It's interesting, though, to keep an eye on the rookies and how they're adjusting, Clark, to the NBA game.
And every first-year player's journey is different and unique. Some come in ready to contribute right away from a physical and mental standpoint. Others really take time to get comfortable and adjusted. So we should not cast any final judgment on any player in 1 year.
Let's take a look at our starters from Portland. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. In at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. And it's Thibault in at the 3.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
No good from Grant. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Over Lillard. And that one's good. Doncic.
You know, in this day and age, you expect most players to drive it or shoot the 3. Luka utilizing the 15 to 20-foot range here. Good idea.
Now, here's Thibault. 11-point game his last outing. And Lillard kicks to Thibault. To the inside, Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim. An NBA All-Defense for 2 years running, Matisse Thybulle has been a game-changing defender from the minute he set foot in the NBA. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Sharp. 12 points his last outing. Lets it fly. No good that time. And it's Dallas the other way. And great, we know at Washington, Thibault was the College Defensive Player of the Year. Averaging 4.5 steals and over 2 blocks a game.
And per minute, not far off that pace in the pros. His opponent field goal percentage last season good for second best in the league.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
A nice shot by Irving.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Looking at Portland, they took a win in the last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
Here's Lillard after the made shot from MP. And Lillard kicks to Thibault.
In the first, 2 minutes.
Now, here's Sharp. He's covered by Irving. Sharp, the pass to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Nice vision from the youngster, Sharp that time.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. GA, something that's kept Portland from getting over the hump is their defense.
Kevin, their defensive rating hasn't been pretty for several years. It's a point of emphasis for the Blazers going forward.
Trailblazers trail by 10 on the court right now for the Trailblazers. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position. Here's Irving. Got it. Good job in the low post. Irving's got the lead up to 12 now for the Mavs.
All Irving needs is just a little room to convert, and he's good to go.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
And it's finishes like that which have helped them build this lead here in the first half.
Inside. Fades away. No good from Grant. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and will still have a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there.
Now
I
at the line
thought
for
even
your
with
man.
all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message, that they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Christian Wood. Mavericks leading by 13. Here's Irving. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And Lillard kicks to Thibault. Lillard against Doncic. Down low, here's Sharp. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Sharp's got his first points in this one.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
To the middle. Here's MP. Makes it off the glass. And that's now 7 points for MP.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Pass to Thibault. Over Hardaway. Here's Nurkic. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Portland moving the ball around. Now, here's Sean. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And that one drops for him.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Back to Doncic. Here's MP. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. MP's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Greg, you take a look at Nurkic. He is at his best going against big-name centers.
Nurkic is the kind of player who rises to a challenge, can be...
We conclude the first half. So far, fairly one-sided. The Mavericks on top, up by 16. We're back after this from American Airlines Center. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up, be physical with him.
They've got MP. Maxi Kleber is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Doncic, and it's Irving in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Kicks it out to Lillard, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball violation. It'll be a jump ball.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Grant the pass to Thibault. 5 to shoot. Grant gets a wide-open look. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture.
We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you play?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
A moment here now for an injury report.
Hi, guys. Well, the head athletic trainer for Portland provided some information. The injury is a fracture in his leg, I've been told. He's in a great deal of pain right now as they continue to work on it. There's no shot of him coming back in this one, and in fact, he might be sidelined for a longer time period. And that is not what his team wanted to hear, Kevin.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
Irving passes to MP. Hardaway trying to free himself up. MP, no good.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
And we see Portland revamping on the fly. A lot of changes, but it's not a rebuild. This new look roster hoping to keep the Blazers relevant while also giving them a greater upside long term.
Well, you better get out there on this guy. Doncic is prime time for real from that three-point line.
Bible finds Lillard. And here's Nurkic, covered by MP. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. JaVale McGee's checked in for Dallas. Christian Wood comes in for Maxi Kleber. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Simons is... Completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Sharps checked in for the Trailblazers. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Portland, Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. And it's Sharp, and it's the 3-side. Green dishes to Morris. Shoots over Nurkic, and there's Morris. That's good on the assist from Green.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Lillard the pass to Simons. Back to Lillard. And in today's NBA, there are more and more female coaches than ever before. And, Clark, that extends to the front office, too.
Kevin, I think it's a trend that'll continue. I mean, the NBA and society realizing that diversity in all of its forms is a real strength. And the growth of the women's game producing some outstanding coaching and front office candidates.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Dallas.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early, and you're going to be seeing them that often.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Luka Doncic.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
MP with it. Lillard picks him up. About 3 seconds between shot and gameplay. MP passes to Green. Count that bucket.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They poured it on tonight. Got it showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it.